there's this argument about not explaining the song, but I worry about it because sometimes I play in this band, or a couple of them, I guess, with really renowned Southern musicians. And I was from San Diego. I am from San Diego, and I used to be very infatuated with the South. Mississippi was like my favorite state, like just the darkness and the fucking light. And then past few years, the shine wore off that apple. I could never understand why the two fucking senators from Alabama have any fucking thing to do with my life in Portland, Oregon. And we were down and we were on this tour, and it was right in the middle of the Confederate statues coming down controversy. To be very clear, I support every one of those fucking things getting ground into the fucking dirt. And the reason is because I don't think it represents antiquity. I think it was mostly put up during the Jim Crow era. You know, nobody's great-grandfather climbed out of a fucking ditch in Antietam and sculpted Lee. They put him up later, and they put them up to remind black people in the South who the fuck was boss. And I think that they need to go. And Southern people are always saying, well, what about Lee, man? Lee, he was a warrior poet and one of the greatest statesmen and strategists of the 19th century. And I'm like, yeah. I go, what about Rommel? You know, Rommel wasn't even in the Nazi party. He was the Desert fucking Fox. He took all of fucking North Africa and might have been one of the greatest military strategists of the 20th century. And I've been to most of the little towns in Germany, and trust me, man, there is no fucking statue of Rommel. For two reasons. One, he fought on the side of evil. And two, he lost. They lost. The only other people in the world that put up statues of the losers are the fucking Serbs. So, you know, go for it, Alabama. You want to be fucking Belgrade, you know. It's actually, you don't want to. But I wrote this song, and I think if you're going to be a character, you should be the fucking character. And when I was in the South doing this song, I think a lot of these Southern guys had come to, there's this weird Southern Trumper hippie thing I've never really been able to wrap my head around. And usually they fucking hate me. Fuck you, Jerry Joseph. I mean, I get all these fucking death threats, whatever the fuck, but when I sing this song, if they're not listening, they're like, finally, Jerry Joseph understands, man. And if I don't tell them that I don't give a flying fuck about their great-grandfather and his fucking cause, like, fuck him. And I have to make it really clear. They think when they hear this song that I'm supportive of these statues because this is from the point of view of a statue. And this is called Dead Confederate. Alabama, Alabama, heat lightning from the neck, and all I see is project housing, chicken bones and broken bricks, standing. I've been standing best part of 80 years with my Jim Crow benediction, ropes and hoods and local cheers, fighting. We were fighting, and our namesake killed for Southern gods. Dying, we were dying. Lucifer's dividing rod. Selling, we were selling the bodies of black boys and girls. Yelling, we were yelling. Rebel yell around the world. Hey now baby, I'm a dead Confederate. 80 years I stood my ground, and I ain't sorry, I ain't regretting it. Now they're trying to tear me down. Hey now baby, I'm a dead Confederate. Rebel pride, a heart of stone, and I ain't worried, and I ain't sweating it. Wish they'd just leave me alone. Alone. Yeah. Snowflakes, August snowflakes, falling here in Birmingham. And I never claim to think too deep, and I never said I understand. Swallowing my granite pride, they haul me out to gravel pits and forget that I lived and died. They smash me up to chips and bits. Well, buying and selling humans was good work if you could get it. Well, the South could build great pyramids and rise up if you let it. Well, but they shine their light of righteousness upon my unclaimed darkest deeds, pulling up my withered roots, poison in my righteous seed. And Jesus was a white man, and he promised we could rule. So we burn his holy cross in honor, hang the Negro and the fool, and baby, I will rise again out on Highway 29. In the meantime, I join the earth, bide my wicked hands of time. And hey now baby, a dead Confederate. 80 years I stood my ground, and I ain't sorry, I ain't regretting it. Now they're trying to tear me down. Hey now baby, I'm a dead Confederate. Rebel pride, a heart of stone, and I ain't worried, and I ain't sweating it. Wish they'd just leave me alone. 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 My wife fucking hates that song. She's like, you can't own it. I'm like, you gotta own it. If I'm gonna sing the fucking thing, my black children and grandchildren are also like, what the fuck are you singing, dude? And I'm like,